I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I've got an exciting story to share with you today. I want to say to you right at the outset, you don't have to become a pastor to be a soul winner. You don't have to be an evangelist to bring people to Christ. If you're a boilermaker and you work in a steelworks, you can lead people to Christ. If you're a sportsman and you play football or rugby, you can lead people to Christ. If you are a housewife, you can lead people to Christ. If you are a schoolboy or a schoolgirl, you can lead people to Christ. And I'll prove that to you. If we go to 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and I'm reading from verse 19 through to verse 22. This is probably the greatest of all the evangelists. I'm talking about the Apostle Paul. He says, "For though I am free from all men, I have made myself a servant to all, that I might win more." That I might win more souls. Proverbs 11:30 says, "He who wins souls is wise." Now we carry on from 1 Corinthians chapter 9, and I carry on with verse 20. "To the Jews I became a Jew, that I might win Jews. I became as a Jew, that I might win Jews, to those who are under the law, as under the law, that I might win those who are under the law." He says to those who are without the law, as without the law, not being with the law towards God, but under law towards Christ. He says, "To the weak I became weak, that I might win the weak. I have become all things to all men, that I might by all means save some." I want to say to you that if you want to get through to a group of cowboys on horses, speak to them about horses first of all. Win their confidence and then bring them the gospel. If you want to speak to a group of soccer players or rugby players in the change room, speak to them about the game first and then win their trust and then tell them about Jesus. Don't just go in there with both barrels blasting, quoting scripture, telling them to wake up. They'll probably give you a hiding and chase you away. We've got to preach up to people, not down to people. Always see people as better than ourselves. Of course, Jesus Christ himself was the greatest of all soul winners. No one has the ability to lead somebody to God like Jesus Christ. Look at Zacchaeus. "Come down from that tree, Zacchaeus. I'm coming to your house today for lunch." The disciples said, "Lord, you know who you're talking about. That guy is an absolute thief. He's stealing money from his own people." He said, "I'm coming to his house." And what happened? The whole house got saved that day, because Zacchaeus invited all his other friends, and they gave back 400% of anything that they took from anybody else. Folks, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You've got to adjust your lifestyle in order to win somebody for Jesus Christ. James Hudson Taylor took the gospel to China. He dressed up as a Chinese man. He wore pigtailed Chinese clothes. The other missionaries were absolutely angry with him. But I tell you what, when he dressed up like that, the Chinese said, "Right, now speak, because we can hear you." And he led a mighty revival in China, which is going on to this very day. Jesus bless you and goodbye.